All right, guys. Yeah, I'm here with my boy Tej. And yeah, man, we're not even gonna waste any time today. We got a lot to vent about. So we've both seen the new Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Rebirth. We both weren't the greatest fans of this movie. So yeah, just a brief summary about my thoughts on just the Jurassic franchise in general. So, Jurassic Park, like the first three, are like some of my favorite movies of all time. It's kind of like tradition in my family. Whenever a new Jurassic movie comes out, we always go out and watch it. So, yeah, I guess you could kind of say I'm a fan of the franchise, a long time fan. But this movie, man, it didn't really do anything special for me. I mean, I don't think it's the worst movie ever. I think there are some worse Jurassic movies, which I can kind of go over a little bit at the end of the video. But this one, yeah, I mean, it's a little underwhelming. Didn't do too much for the franchise. And yeah, Tej, overall, what do you think of Jurassic World Rebirth?
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I kind of had high hopes for that film. I thought, you know what, because the first sort of Jurassic World films, I thought, you know what, they weren't bad reboots. Especially the first one, I thought like Chris Pratt was okay. Okay, this time around they brought in like Scarlett Johansson, like they've turned around some of the characters, but like I agree, like overall it's just a disappointing film. I thought the computer the CGI graphics were just like they were way overdone. I found the dialogue, the dialogue in the film like very clunky. Like normally there's like chemistry, there's a sense to what the characters were going to do. I didn't really find that. Like I found the fighting scenes could have been longer. I just found that I didn't really kind of like gel with the cast. If anything, that kind of goes back to my earlier point. And I just I like overall, it was kind of like a film trying to do too many things at once, and I just felt like the film kind of dragged. Like I think it's well over like 2 hours. I think it is like 2 hours 15 or something. But yeah, like it was just very very underwhelming. Like there should have just been a lot more to it. It was just very very kind of underbaked, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that for sure. I hear that. Yeah, so I mean, just to get straight into it, so let's just start with the plot, I guess. So the plot of this movie, it's pretty much about uh, people going on an expedition to a new island of dinosaurs and quote unquote mutated dinosaurs that InGen were cooking up at some point during the Jurassic timeline. And yeah, they're basically going over there in order to extract blood from three different dinosaurs, and they'll use that blood to sell to healthcare companies, make a fortune, make a good load of money, and in turn will do great things for humanity. They'll somehow cure heart disease. So yeah, that's pretty much the general gist of the plot. And they threw in like a family from like Mexico or somewhere in there. I'm not really sure where they're from. That are just sailing along, and they just get caught up in this plot. So of course it wouldn't be a Jurassic movie without them trying to throw kids in there and trying to soften the plot. So yeah, yeah. So there goes the horror aspect of this movie. So yeah, just with the plot in general, man. I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I don't think it's the best idea to go with the narrative that most of the dinosaurs on the mainland are dying, because that kind of limits the future of the franchise. And yeah, so the movie starts off with, I think it was like 17 years prior to the present day. So I'm not sure if this takes place during Jurassic Park 1 or before Jurassic Park 1 or somewhere. The start of the movie takes place somewhere in the past. And it's basically they are cooking up this D-Rex, something that they've really been hyping up in this movie. In this movie's marketing, they put all their budget, all their resources into this D-Rex, which is, I don't know, if they never really explain what it's made of. Is it like some genetically mutated T-Rex? I mean, it looks kind of but yeah, and basically some fat guy is eating a Snickers bar, and some fat dude is eating a Snickers bar, and his Snickers bar gets caught in like the the vents of the security system, and that kind of like does some sort of, you know, kumbaya with it, and you know it messes up the security. The D-Rex escapes and eats the fat guy, and then boom, intro to Jurassic World Rebirth. Like that's the way it escapes. And I'm just thinking like, man, straight away, I can't really take this movie seriously. I can't. Like, if you think of all the different ways big dinosaurs have escaped in the Jurassic franchise, I mean, you've had the T-Rex escaping because the fat guy, Dennis Nedry, you know, he turns off the security systems, and he does that on purpose in Jurassic Park 1. And then you just compare that to this. I'm like, really, man? Like, this is your icon. This is your movie's icon. I don't really like the D-Rex. I really wish it wasn't even a thing. I wish they didn't focus on it. But okay, you know what? Fair enough. You're going ahead with this D-Rex. And what's like throughout the entire plot? So yeah, spoiler alert. The D-Rex, his best achievement, his greatest achievement throughout this entire movie, is eating that one fat guy with the Snickers bar. Like that's your guy. That's who you're plummeting all your resources into. Like not even any major fight scenes with the D-Rex or anything like that. I mean, he does eat the evil CEO guy with the briefcase. I mean, he smashes a helicopter full of characters we don't really care about, that we don't really know. I mean, yeah, man, it's kind of underwhelming, the whole D-Rex. I mean, do you have any thoughts on the D-Rex?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, bro, my views are the same. I think the D-Rex is very overused. I think the D-Rex as well. Like, okay, yeah, like the bit with eating the guy with the Snickers bar, and then the guy who wants to obviously like who starts this whole thing wanting to sell it to healthcare companies. Like, they come on, they kind of had to do that. I mean, you've got to give us some entertainment here, I suppose. But yeah, I just think they're very. I think I think it's one of those things where like it's like the fight scene. You know, at the end, the fight scene we talk about with not the fight scene, but when he approaches Duncan and like Duncan's trying to ward him off with the flare at the end. I think it's major spoiler alert, guys. But like, I think that bit is like they're trying to make it out like, oh, it's very scary. It's very kind of like, you know, it's got all this power, but I think the visual aspect of it as well doesn't really do much for me. I think like it doesn't really look as intelligent. Like there's another bit where the D-Rex, it tries to like, I think like it's trying to eat like the little girl and like her dad or something, and then it tries to stick its like fat ass head through like one of the gorges in the caves, and I'm just like, in reality, you're not really going to be able to get a dinosaur's head through like half a bit of a cave. Like it would be stuck, and somehow manages to get the head out. Like they haven't thought the logistics out of this stuff perfectly. So that's kind of my gripe with it. It's just a bit like it just comes across as a bit of a dumb kind of like a like it's an easily foilable kind of creature, if I want to call it that. It's just very like I don't really. It doesn't really do much for me. Like, you know, the earlier Jurassic Park films. Like, honestly, I feel even the like the herbivores, the plant-eating dinosaurs you just see like roaming the fields who don't even do anything. They've got more character purpose than the T-Rex.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm pretty sure it had like less than 5 minutes of screen time, and that's what all their entire marketing went towards. Like, yeah, man. Like, at least in the previous Jurassic World movies, when they did hybrids, they did them right. Like, I mean, we'll go to this maybe in another video, but I think they did the Indominus Rex I think they did that right in Jurassic World 1. I think that was pretty cool, but this was just really underwhelming. I mean, its greatest achievement was eating that one fat guy with the Snickers bar. That's literally its greatest achievement. No fight with the T-Rex, nothing like that. Nope. No. That's its greatest achievement, is that one fat guy with the Snickers bar. He
literally, it's like the worst case of product placement ever. It's like, yeah, we want to sell Snickers bars. Like, yeah, this like if you want to get eaten by a T-Rex, go eat a Snickers bar. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's and then that guy, the guy's like, he's locked in the thing. You know, please, can I be let out? Well, no, your dumbass tried to reach it, and then you want to be saved. Like, this girl wants to save her life, and she's trying to get away. She's supposed to save your path when you doomed the entire human race. Like,
I mean, I think
that, like. oh, I just
Yeah.
I don't I don't get the point. Like even like I think the like obviously it's entertaining, but I mean it's just I just don't see any like yeah like I just said the product placement of it is good, but they could just utilize it a bit better and like come on like the same old tropes with the like oh yeah the dinosaur escaped out of the lab oh my god like it went and eaten someone like come on that trope has been tried and tested. I mean it's 2025, you can at least come out with something a bit more original,
Literally, yeah,
you know.
yeah, fully, man. And I think the whole, I mean, that family, I don't know where they're from, like Mexico or somewhere, like they're sailing along. I thought that was really just not needed for the plot at all. They serve next to really no purpose to the actual expedition team's mission. They're kind of just in the way. They're just there to like really soften the plot and like be, make this a family-friendly movie. Which is like, come on, man, we've had that so many times. Let's push the boat a bit. Let's actually I'm not saying I want Jurassic World to be an R-rated movie. I don't think you need to go that far. But come on, man, let's bring the thriller aspect back. Like, where's the thriller aspect? It's literally almost not there anymore. Um, so yeah, man, the whole storyline is kind of meh. I mean, it starts with a pretty decent idea. I don't. Yeah, I think it starts with a pretty decent idea. Right, so there's a new island. You're going to that island to extract blood from these dinosaurs. Survive. Um, but yeah, it's just everything that happens in between is really like kind of boring. Like, I guess we can go straight onto the dinosaurs now because that's what I kind of wanted to talk about, and that kind of ties in with the plot. So they keep pushing these genetic hybrids onto us, like these mutants, and I'm just like, man, when is enough enough? Okay, you did it once in Jurassic World 1 with the Indominus Rex. You did it a second time with the Indoraptor, and I thought the Indoraptor was pretty cool. He didn't really take up too much of the screen time anyway, but for the time that he did in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, he had a fight scene with Blue, so it definitely served a purpose. And then in Jurassic, in this one, man, they're just shoving it down everyone's throat. Like, okay, you know what people want. People turn up to Jurassic movies to watch three dinosaurs that have in mind. One is the Spinosaurus. I'm glad they brought the Spinosaurus back. It's not the exact same one from number 3. I wish they brought that guy back. I think they will do eventually. But yeah, I thought the Spinosaurus scenes were pretty cool. You have that one dude. Oh man, I'll say this about the Spinosaurus scene. I don't know if you noticed, Tej, but when they were just cruising along the ocean, the Spinosauruses actually did not attack the team until that one dude that looked like Tarzan just randomly started shooting his gun at them, just for no reason at all. For no reason at all, he just provoked them.
Yeah,
I think he just wanted to hunt them or
yeah, I
something.
noticed that as well. It was like it. I get why they had to do it for like the plot bit, but I'm like the guy's just clearly aggravating them. Like, oh, come on, like the dinosaur just wants to peacefully sail along. Like, I get you're trying to like speed it along, but like, come on,
100%.
it was just I don't like I don't get the purpose of it. And then it's not the most like obviously I personally don't mind them like that particular dinosaur, but I think as well going back to your point, I think you were saying about the whole bit where they're sailing along. Like it's a good pickup shot like in between like okay you've got one shot of them sailing along the river, but if that was it like towards the end so be it. But there was too much of this like yeah we've got to show like they're actually planning something like yeah they're enjoying the views out to sea. Like I'm sorry, just come off it. And then you've got all this other stuff just like that guy who with his kid was it like one of his kids is like going to college or something. I'm like they've got to squeeze. There's too many plot points going on. Like do you want them to go to the mission or do you want to focus on this Mexican guy who's taking his daughter to college? I'm just like um I'm just like you got to make up your mind because my mind is on like is this dinosaur going to come out the water? Is there going to be a fight scene? Is there going to be something that's going to derail the plot? And you'll just give me extra characters. You'll just give me extra things. It's like my brain can only focus on one thing at one time.
Yeah, fully, 100%. And yeah, I mean that guy who started shooting at the Spinosaurus. absolutely deserved his death. I mean, I absolutely do not approve of animal abuse in the ocean, animal abuse at all. Absolutely not. You know, that guy had it coming. You know, he deserved it. The Spinosaurus did nothing. They did nothing to aggravate the humans. It was all down to that guy who just randomly started shooting at them, and he had his death coming. And what I want to talk about now is what they did with the Raptors. So there's a scene where the boyfriend of the Mexican guy's daughter, he goes to he goes away in the bushes to how do I word this, to do his business. Let's just say that, to do his business. I really don't know why we need to see that on screen. I really don't. I mean, are you just trying to make me put me off my popcorn? Like, really? Like, can you just not think of any other scenarios where you can introduce these dinosaurs? But yeah, whatever. Okay, so he goes away into the bushes to do his business, and he gets. You see in the background, he's getting approached by two velociraptors, and I'm like, and I'm getting hyped at this point in the movie, man. I'm like, yeah, the raptors are back. You know, these are dinosaurs that I grew up with. You know, in the Jurassic franchise. You know, I've been waiting for this. Thank you. Thank goodness. We're getting to the good part. We're getting to the good part. Only for, well, one of the raptors escapes, and then one of the other raptors just gets decimated by one of these mutodons, which are meant to be a genetic hybrid of a raptor. I think it's meant to be like a crossbreed between a raptor and a pterodactyl.
Like a Pterosaur or something, I think.
Pretty disgusting. I don't know. Again, like, you're just shoving this into our face. That's what I don't like about these whole hybrid shenanigans, is that they feel really forced. Like, no one, I promise you, no one is asking for this. No one is asking. No one is asking, oh my god, you know what would be really cool if we had a genetic hybrid raptor that's crossbred with a pterodactyl. That'd be really cool. I can't wait to see that. No one is asking for that. Literally, no one is asking for that. Raptors have been an integral part of this franchise for longer than I've been born. Okay, and you have the audience attached to these raptors, and what do? You don't even give them a decent fight scene. You don't even give them a decent fight scene at all, and they eventually go down to the mutodon because the mutodon is just supposedly stronger because it's a hybrid. Okay, fair enough, but you don't even give them much screen time, and it's like the director's way, it's like the filmmaker's way of saying, hey, drop everything you've known about Jurassic Park, everything you've known about Jurassic World, drop everything. Enjoy our new dinosaur. This is the new face now. I'm like, no, this is absolutely forced down our throat. No one is asking for this. The mutodons will never be as iconic as the raptors, and also with the T-Rex. Like, I think they did the T-Rex pretty cool. The T-Rex looks pretty cool in this movie. It's a much bigger T-Rex than what we're used to. But again, it kills no one because it only interacts with the family. You can't have anyone in the family dying. No. We have to keep this family friendly. We've got to keep this PG right here. And yeah, I mean, we see the T-Rex just decimating the raft, the boat, but and he's just centimeters away from eating the humans, the Mexican family. First of all, the T-Rex, in my opinion, should always be, if not number one, then at least number two in terms of important dinosaurs. It was only in one scene. Abysmal, horrific. Don't know why you would take that decision. And yeah, man, I think in terms of the dinosaurs, we've already discussed the D-Rex. I think the dinosaurs were a little underwhelming in this movie. Again, you're just pushing these hybrids onto us, which no one is asking for. I mean, do you have any thoughts on the T-Rex or the Velociraptor or any other dinosaurs maybe I missed out on?
Yeah, honestly, I think like you're saying, I think Spinosaurus was good. Like, I've always been a fan of Spinosaurus. I think the focus on hybrids, I get the kind of point of view, cause like, obviously we're moving into a world where, like, there's this AI stuff and everything's genetically modified, and like it's got to kind of appeal to like the changing world. Like, yeah, the original dinosaurs can't exist, so we've got to have a hybrid. We've got to have a fusion that's been like developed in a lab. So like, I get that point of view, but it's kind of not what the fans want. It just looks very clumsily put together, and it just kind of looks like a poor effort. I mean, the T-Rex, I'm a big fan of the T-Rex. Like you said, I
Same.
think the T-Rex should always be like, if you're going to start with a dinosaur fight scene or cut scene, you should just always start with the T-Rex. Like, that's the way to just draw in, like, viewer attention, in my opinion, because they're going to focus on that. And okay, if you want to give one, like, minor scene to, like, I don't know, like a raptor hybrid or something, you know, even like if you give 5 seconds to a D-Rex, even though I'm not the biggest fan of them, then so be it. But you give the most screen time to something that, you know, is like a tried and tested formula. But yeah, like that's one of the things that I think, like Jurassic World, the previous one. So I think um, the first Jurassic World. I think some of the other ones as well, like Fallen Kingdom as well. I think they got right. They kind of had the right focus on on the different types of dinosaurs as well. But yeah, I think it's just I think what the main issue is like a lot of the dinosaur work in this film. It just looks very like I don't know. It just seems very clumsily done. Like there's this one bit I think where they're kind of like in caves or they're in like these vents and they're shooting at dinosaurs, or they're like under cars and like trying to shoot at dinosaurs. I'm like you've got a clear shot of the dinosaur and they're still missing. It's stuff like that. It's like, what kind of purpose is that going to serve? It's like, or like
Yeah.
that Mexican child, like you know the small Mexican girl. Like, okay, I'm sure she's sweet in real life, but she looks like Dora the Explorer. Let's face it, she looks like Dora the Explorer. And like, she's got a backpack, and there's like a freaking I've forgotten the name of the dinosaur, but it's like in the backpack, and then the D-Rex is like right behind her. Like, first of all, you're putting like a 6-year-old girl out in the middle of nowhere. You'll think she's got the balls to like do everything. Like, what kind of focus? Like, what kind of? You know what? I wouldn't have sacrificed her. That would have been kind of peak. But I'm still thinking. I'm just thinking about the plot elements from that point of view. Like, just leaving that out there. Like, yeah, you go and defuse it. Why couldn't the adults just defused it? You know, or even a dad. My dad's just sitting there.
And here's another thing. So we learned that dinosaurs on the mainland, for the most part, like a lot of them are dying due to not being able to adapt to that certain climate. Okay, and this little girl, what's her way of demonstrating her care to this little dinosaur that she's found? Her way of demonstrating her care towards it is packing it up in the bag and bringing it to the mainland where it's gonna die due to climate, due to the climate that's over there. Like, what? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Who is writing They have to be using AI to for some of these for some of the scripts. Like it just has to be. And yeah, man. Moving on to the characters. I mean, so we've already spoken about the Mexican family. Moving on to like the main three that they focus on. So there's Scarlett Johansson, Duncan, and that dude with the glasses that looks like Gus from Recess. So starting with Scarlett Johansson's character, I mean, I thought she was pretty cool. All right, cool. So you've got this, really cool mercenary special forces character here that's seen a lot of combat, been through a lot of trauma, is really mentally headstrong. She has no problem in being able to have some combat with dinosaurs if needed. She's like prepared. Okay, cool. And she needs the money because she's broke. So yeah, what I don't get is she is mainly after the money because she's broke, and her way of being convinced that to sell the dinosaur blood for free, to just drop everything, drop $1 million, however much she's gonna get, tens of millions, all that's gonna be dropped, and her way of dropping that is by being spun through literally just one dialogue. Like, I kid you not, just by one sentence by the glasses guy. I forgot his name. And all he does is he's able to spin her. I'm like, this guy looks like Gus. For one, he looks like Gus from Recess. Number two, he's like dressed up in like, I don't know, some stripy pajamas or something that he shows up to the expedition in. And he's the one, not even Duncan, who's also like a special forces guy. Not Duncan, but this guy, Mr. Four Eyes. He's the one to mentally spin this special forces character that's seen so much. He's the one who's able to convince her to just drop the cash and just sell the dinosaur blood for free. Like that's your guy. That's how you're spun. That's your breaking point. Like again, just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, she was pretty cool, I guess. The glasses guy, I mean, he's kind of there on the expedition to provide insights about the dinosaurs and provide examination on different species. Yeah, I guess he's pretty cool. Again, yeah, he's kind of like a meh character. Um, what I really want to discuss though is Duncan. So that Duncan guy again, another special forces guy, but I'd like to point something out. None of these three characters died. Spoiler alert: none of them died. None of them barely had a scratch either. And this Duncan guy at the end, I thought he was about to make the sacrifice. Everyone in the audience thought he was about to die. He brings out the oh, yeah, he brings out that bit of light to distract the D-Rex.
The flare, yeah.
The flare, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Finally, we're gonna do it. Duncan is gonna be the guy. He's gonna be the guy to make the play. He's gonna be the MVP. He's gonna, absolutely sacrifice himself. We're finally gonna get a main character dying. But no. Of course he has to survive. Of course, like they find him in the water somewhere, like just swimming about as he shoots another flare up in the air. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, they definitely want to make a sequel. And what else was I gonna say? I'm pretty sure I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, but back to the glasses guy. That whole scene where he's like just staring at the Titanosaur, and like yeah, he's like so immersed like just by seeing them. I'm like, bro, it really isn't that interesting. And he's like centimeters away from getting stomped on one, like stomped by one. Sorry. And I'm just like, you know what, man. This guy really isn't that interesting. I mean, I guess you kind of have to have like a nerd in every expedition in these Jurassic movies, and I guess that he's kind of just there to fill that void. But yeah, man, what do you think of the characters overall?
You know what? I like the main two. I generally like the main two characters. I think like Scarlett Johansson was pretty badass. I think like she brought, like I said before, I think from what Chris Pratt was doing, it's a good kind of like it's a good refresh. I think putting her to lead the expedition, she's like covert. Is it covert ops? I think you said she's got that background. So yeah, like, and then she looks the part, she carries the part. So I think she's pretty good. She's pretty likable. She's a good actress. So yeah, she pulls it off. I think the guy, the glasses guy, who's like, is he like the paleontologist? I think
Yeah.
he is, and then he just kind of like he's there to like examine everything, kind of like provide advice and like help them out as well. Like he's also okay, I suppose. He's like stereotypical nerd. Like he's just like you're saying, like he's more interested in like looking at what type of velociraptor, what type of it's a bronchosaurus or something. He's like more interested in actually looking at the like every kind of like nook and cranny of that dinosaur rather than like using his logic, using his brain to actually like get the hell out of the situation, which is kind of concerning for his own welfare, I suppose. But I think it's just for the plot. They just have. I mean, yeah. But yeah, I'd agree with you on Duncan. Like, I just feel like I don't know disrespect to the guy, but like I think he should like he could have taken one for the team. Like he had it coming. He could have just like been there. Like look, the guy had so many action scenes. Like the guy's got a freaking beret. Like he looks like he's like a special marine. Like in somewhere, I think he is. And like he's driving the boat. Like there's a bit where like Scarlett Johansson like jumps off the boat and he's like doing everything. And he has his like 10 minutes of looking like a badass. And that wasn't enough for him. No, he's just got to survive when the D-Rex comes. No, I'm just going to... You wave the flare, it's going to go away. Like, bro, the D-Rex could have eaten the flare and then, like, pulled his leg or something. But no, like, the last shot we see is, like, he's pulled out the water and, like, he's got a blanket over him. And, like, he doesn't look like a badass. He looks like he's on a, he looks like he's on an ABBA for, like, charity relief. Like,
goodness.
He doesn't. He just like. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want. I wanted to like the characters. Like I said, the original Jurassic Park, sick film. Love the characters. Like Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3. Like memorable characters. I don't really think there are that many memorable characters in this film.
Yeah.
I would say on the minor characters, the Mexican family, like again, I can kind of see why they're there to a degree, but like again, am I going to remember them when they inevitably bring out the next Jurassic World? Probably not, because they're not that important. They're just there. Like, so I honestly, bro, I think they could have done a better job with, like, apart from Scarlett Johansson and. Thing is, I was sorry. I almost forgot about that guy. Sorry, the guy, the pharmaceutical guy. I forgot about him. I suppose him and Scarlett Johansson are probably, I won't say the best, but the most like the standout characters. I feel like everybody else just kind of fades into the background. I feel like they could have put a lot more focus on, okay, he's going to have his 5 minutes of this, okay, this is going to be that. um the characters are really kind of underused, like even that whole bit with Duncan at the end where we're supposed to feel sorry for him. Like, yeah, I remember there's this one person online, like I think someone said after, I can't remember where it was, where I saw someone online and they're like, oh my god, he reminds me of Uncle Aaron from Into the Spider-Verse. like, like, first of all, are you saying that? Are you saying that because he's black, or are you saying that because like his character seems similar? Because the two things can't go together. Like,
He's nothing like
can't be
Uncle
one or
Aaron.
the two. Uncle Aaron actually sacrificed himself for Miles Morales. Like, he actually died. Which is like Miles.
Oh man, I might put Uncle Aaron in the thumbnail
still
now.
wants to look like a badass. So there are too many problems. There are too many plot holes.
Yeah, honestly. And I'll say this again. That flying dinosaur, not the pterodactyl, the pterosaur, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm like, bruh, this is clear discrimination. Like, just because they speak French, you think they deserve to die like that? Again, of course, minor characters, they'll never kill off a major character. Absolutely no way. Never. Not a character that has more than like 5 to 10. A character that has like under 5 lines. Yeah. Expect them to die. Expect them to die. They're the ones who are gonna die.
Yeah.
If anyone's got more than 5 lines, no. They're surviving. They're surviving to the end in these Jurassic movies. And they're gonna escape the most clutch situations. They're gonna escape near-death experiences. So yeah, man. Jurassic World Rebirth. That's pretty much our review, guys. We weren't the greatest fans of it. Will I watch it again? I think I'll watch it again just because it is a Jurassic movie. And I guess it was worth the watch in cinema. It's not the most horrible movie ever. I think it is slightly better than Dominion, but that's just because Dominion focused more on wasps than actual dinosaurs.
Probably mildly. I'd say mildly, probably.
Yeah. It really isn't anything special. If you never got round to seeing it in cinema, you probably didn't really miss out on too much. You can probably wait for when this movie's out. Actually, I think it's out on Prime right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw it the other day.
I think it's on DVD. I think like HMV is like just released on DVD.
Well, that was quick. That was quick for sure. But yeah, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and me and Tej will be back with another movie review very soon. This year and next year are going to be very, very interesting times for cinema. And yeah, we'll be sure to get into it. Thank you so much for listening.